I just want to make a quick video. Again, I'm on my cell phone before I have something. Anywho, um, everybody talks about God and Satan. You know, God is good and Satan is evil. But you know what's interesting is that, Satan was cast down in hell. He kind of separated himself, but God sent him out. And just like he kicked out Adam and Eve from the garden, he kicked out Lucifer at the time, and then he became Satan. But I think Satan, Lucifer, and the devil could be three different entities anyhow, but that's a story for a different time, right? But anywho, when you really get to the top, God created everything, right? So God created Satan. That's the story, is that Satan cannot act without explicit permission from God anyway. But anywho, there is evil, I will say that, but there's all sorts of in-betweens. I will say there's evil, there's strict evil, like when people cut people apart. But that's again another story for a different time. But you know what's interesting? I've studied a lot of different religions, over a dozen. And there's always that dichotomy. But you know what's interesting is that, people, I see this on a lot online about this dichotomy, good versus evil, Satan versus God. But really, like, I think about it like, God is in control of everything. I believe. I have a different idea of God than other people, but I do believe that God is over everything. Like a computer programmer. Like, if I have a computer and I can do whatever I want. If I do artwork, I can destroy it at will if I want. Now, do I want to do that? No, I do beautiful creations of art. And when it's done, I wouldn't think of destroying it because it's my child. All right, that's what I think of it. But however, if you think about it, like God, it's like he might not really care. So he can create it, and he's like, well, I'll destroy it if I need to. I don't care. Everybody wants to think that our God is a personal God. But it's interesting because when you really look at it, Lucifer is like Prometheus, and he was the light bringer. He brought us information. And I think God, really, when you look at it, look at the statistics, right? Okay, when you look at, like, everybody has their resume. Well, look at God's resume. He killed a bunch of people. He set floods upon everybody. He's like, fuck them all. I want to kill them all. He did that. Kicked out Lucifer, well, he kind of left, but anywho, he kicked out Adam and Eve, which, God set him up. God set him up. He says, oh, don't eat from that tree. Well, why would you put that tree there? So let's look at who God really is. He's a really sore sport. He's kind of an asshole, and you think about how many people God ordered Abraham, was it? I'm a little fuzzy on this stuff, but God ordered Abraham to kill his son. Sacrifice your son for me. That's dumb. But he ordered a lot of that stuff, and Satan didn't do that. Anywho, I gotta wrap this up, but just points to ponder. Here's my kitty. My cat's name is Blackie. We're gonna have a good night. See ya.